Hi, I'm Brandon, also known as the Bay Dottin-Haley, and I'm from PG County, Maryland, and I'm an account executive for Alex and Ani.
Hi, I'm Blair Dottin-Haley, the other half of Team Dottin-Haley, and I'm originally from New Orleans, Louisiana, and we started our company right here in our living room in Alexandria, Virginia, and our company is the Blairisms. Now, what is the Blairisms? Now, the Blairisms themselves are expressions of reflection, of inspiration, of joy and laughter with a little bit of edge, a little bit of wit that we've taken and created both fashion and products that people can live their lives with.
And apparently this message has really resonated because we've done over $40,000 in sales in just under 4 months of being open. I mean, it's been really crazy how successful it has been. I mean, when we first started, we thought we might have gotten 30 to 40 orders, but it just blew our minds. And so we're thinking that by the end of this year, we'll have done over $120,000 in sales. And if we continue this progress, that maybe next year we'll do a little bit under 200, maybe 220,000.
The traction that we've gotten so far has been so amazing. We've gotten so many people, not only everyday people, but celebrities who've been willing to invest in the brand, promote the brand. We've got brand ambassadors who are very involved in social media because the Blairisms started as expressions that I was sharing through social media, and that's kind of how this all came about. A good friend of mine a few months ago said, with your social media presence and the way that your Blairisms, the things that you post on social media resonate with people, if you put them on apparel, on t-shirts and on products, people would chomp at the bit to have them in their lives. And so why don't you consider doing that? I said, wow, that's a great idea. So I went right to Facebook and asked Facebook how many folks would buy products from a Blairisms apparel and product line. And within moments, the status blew up and we decided that this was something that we needed to do. 3 weeks later, we launched our first pre-orders, and the rest is history in the making. Yeah. And we now need you to be a part of this history in the making.
Yeah, I mean, we've continued to develop our product line from that original 6 pieces, and now we've got over 40 different designs, and we offer over 400 different products with all Blairisms fabulousness on them. So if you need to block people in the mug or in the t-shirt, we got you. We've got tote bags. We've got some really fashionable items too, because it wasn't just important for us to make sure that the messaging was there. We also wanted our shit to be hot. So this is one of our favorite all over t-shirts, and we've got some really, really cool designs here. So this is really cool. Oh!
I'm wearing the I couldn't find an alternative fact, so if anyone's looking for alternative facts, I couldn't find any, so maybe you can.
Yeah, and this is All Blocks Matter. This is probably one of my favorites. It's a mantra about managing the energy in your space. You know, on social media or on your Facebook or Twitter, you can really block somebody if they're getting in your biz or if they're getting on your nerves. And in real life, you can block somebody if they are getting in your biz or getting on your nerves.
And any reason that you have to block somebody matters, so all blocks matter. Here's another one of the Blairism shirts. Never let your diminished faith in people diminish your faith in love.
And this one is probably the best one ever. I don't know if I should say this out loud, but hey, oh well. Life truly begins the moment you run out of fucks to give.
As soon as you run out, your life begins. If you find yourself begging someone to stay, you should be helping them pack. One of my classmates from college said he packed up his stuff and left his partner the day after I posted this on Facebook the first time. So we've got testimonials that happen even in advance of the product line, and now we've got even more testimonials. So for example, there's a grandmother who lives in New Orleans who was so inspired by Don't Forget to Be Your Own Inspiration that she decided at 40 years old that she was going to go back to school, get her GED, and begin culinary school. She's now in culinary school. She's gotten Don't Forget to Be Your Own Inspiration tattooed on her shoulder blade. Her granddaughter has the onesie, the baby onesie that says, "Don't forget to be your own inspiration." And so that Blairism is now a permanent part of her life and their life. And that is the kind of inspiration, the kind of joy, the kind of reflection that we want to help. We want your help to bring to the rest of the world, so that the world can be uplifted and inspired and can reflect and have joy based on their the Blairisms in their life.
Yeah, I mean, this thing, like you said, it's about reflection. So we've really taken the experiences in our own lives. I mean, I'm a business manager, so I've designed and built this company with Blair so that way it's completely sustainable. We don't own any inventory, so it's all profit, profit, profit. And you know, the messages themselves come from Blair's life experiences.
So I'm the grandchild of civil rights leaders in New Orleans. Both my grandparents were founding members of the Congress of Racial Equality and Freedom Riders in the 60s. They led sit-ins and marches in New Orleans to help integrate the lunch counters and integrate the public facilities in New Orleans. I have been a part of social justice my entire life. We lost everything in New Orleans after Hurricane Katrina in 2005, and then I moved with my family to Atlanta, where I went through a very, very rough valley in my life. I was addicted to drugs and depressed for about 2.5 to 3 years. After I got myself clean, I found out about this organization that helped kids get into college, and I joined this organization in DC that worked with kids all over the country. And I moved to DC and I met my husband and just began to, through social media, share some of the lessons that I've learned in my life through not only those valleys like the one that I experienced after Katrina, but also some of the mountains that I've climbed, some of the other experiences that I've had. And so I've taken all of those things and put them together, some of the joys and the pains, the ups and downs, the mountains and the valleys, and I want to share those things, those nuggets, those true life learned lessons with everybody else around me and everybody else in the world. Our vision is to ultimately have where either you or someone you know has a Blairism in their life. I mean, we were in line for the audition, and one of the production folks from Shark Tank recognized us because they follow us on Instagram and have been following the progress of the movement. So even folks in your own backyard are already in tune to the movement. So what we need is the help of the Sharks, the exposure that the Sharks can bring to us, and the networking, and we need their paper.
We need that money.
As much as
that's why we're looking for $50,000, and we're willing to give up 20% of the equity in our company, so that way we can get some help with building our inventory for promotional events and just kind of getting the exposure that we need to really take this brand and make it a global empire.
As much as this Shopify app sounds great when it rings, we need some more of their we need some more investment in order to take this to the next level. We're already well on our way on our own, but we know that Blairisms is needed by the world, and we know that you can help us bring it to the world.
Yeah, I mean, Blair himself has just inspired me to be the best person that I can be, and I couldn't have imagined being a part of this journey with anyone else. And so I really, really believe in this with my entire life, and I really hope that you can feel the same thing about the Blairisms.
So here's the deal. Sharks, we need you, you need us. Let's do this, right?
Let's do it.
Let's do this. Let's bring the Blairisms worldwide.
Let's go.